why and how you should choose your path. Yes, your path in Toastmasters Pathways Learning Experience. I'm Chris Dao-anis, and I'd like to share this with you today because Toastmasters was able to help me grow from being a shy boy to the speaker and trainer that I am today. In this video, we're going to talk about three things about pathways or in relation to pathways. Number one, let's do a run through of why I chose my path. Second, a walkthrough of how you can choose your path. And third, this is important. That's why we're going to give you a sneak peek of the navigator and to give you some answers to the frequently asked questions about Toastmasters Pathways. So let's begin with the first one, a run through of why I chose my path. The question is, why did I choose my path? You know, Pathways was launched years ago, and we still have the Pathways now and the legacy program or the traditional program. But later on, the legacy or the traditional program will be gone and Pathways will stay. I think, and I believe that way. So yes, Pathways is here to stay. And I chose my path because it is how I will continue to benefit from the Toastmasters program. Yes, of course, along with the many other things, I continue to attend meetings, take on roles in meetings, accept leadership roles, help other members, right? So all these things, but one of the essential keys to be able to continue to benefit from the gift of Toastmasters is to choose your path in the Toastmasters Pathways learning experience. And yes, I get it. Pathways is not perfect. I I feel the frustrations of many members talking about this and that. Pathways lack this. There are some redundancies in this. It's not so good this in this area. But hey, I think personally, I'm not speaking on behalf of Toastmasters, but here's my personal take. Pathways is here to stay. And I believe that, of course, the organization and the people who are in charge of this should continue to look into the different areas on how this should improve. After all, that's what we do in Toastmasters, right? We look at the great things, the things that we are doing well, and look at the things that we can improve on so we can work on it and make it better, right? That's what we do. So yes, I chose my path, and hopefully with this video I will encourage you and also really walk you through later on how you can do that. Okay, because I get it, it can be difficult to some, right? It can be so easy to some, but it can also be so difficult to some. Now, before that, let me just share with you how Toastmasters has helped me in many ways as a person, as an accountant, when I was working as an accountant then, and also an auditor. It helped me in my professional life, in my personal life, in many ways. I joined Toastmasters in June 2010. And in June 2011, I became a competent communicator. That is under the traditional program or legacy program. July 2012, I became a president. I was appointed. December 2013, I published my first book. Yes, while I was working as an accountant. And why am I sharing this? This is not part of the projects in Toastmasters. But hey, I'm saying this because Toastmasters is one of the contributory factors that enabled me to be able to write a book. Okay. In January 2014, I was promoted as a supervisor, as a team leader. Why? Because Toastmasters helped me become better in presenting, in coordinating, in leading, And this has helped me to, hey, maybe shine at work. And that helped me be able to excel and get promoted, right? Running through December 2014, I published my second book. March 2015, I was able to do my first training engagement, professional training engagement. And that was the time because I left my corporate job uh, to transition to do full-time writing, speaking, and training. And of course, I've been preparing. It's not just a flippant decision, all right? It's been a decision that has started way back in 2012, 2013. So I prepared, of course, and then I went on, and the skills I developed helped me. On April 2016, I joined the competition, although this I think is my third time at that time to be joining the international speech category. So it was a thrill to me to win the division level. And now I went on to the district or national level, at least in District 75, the Philippines. It's like the national level for us because we're just one district in the entire country. So I was so happy because I landed third place. Of course, I wanted to be the first place, but third place is still good, right? July 2016, I met my ex-girlfriend, not my wife. Now, why am I sharing about my personal life? Because again, Toastmasters helped me grow in confidence in my interpersonal skills. I became better in my social skills, in meeting new people. And so this helped me, right? In my personal life as well. September 2016, I published my third book. July 2017, I achieved my Advanced Leader Silver, and that entitled me to be able to receive my Distinguished Toastmaster certificate or norm or plaque. So DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster, is the highest norm that a Toastmaster member receives, right? July 2018, I went on to become the division director. September 2018, I published my fourth book. October 2018, I finished level 5 of Persuasive Influence, so that I was given the certificate of proficiency in persuasive influence. That's my first path in Pathways, right? December 2019, I published my fifth book, also got married. And then April 2020, I started book coaching. Again, the skills I learned in Toastmasters helped me do this. June 2020, I finished level 4 of dynamic leadership. That's my second path. And then June 2020, I went on to do speech coaching, which I continue to do these days. Book coaching, speech coaching, training, speaking, along with continuing to develop my leadership and communication skills with the help of Toastmasters. And now with the help of Toastmasters Pathways. So I'm done with Persuasive Influence Path. I'm now on level 5 of dynamic leadership. Why is it taking time? Because I need to be able to lead or to take on a leadership role at least for 6 months and do in that, as I do that, a 360-degree evaluation as part of the requirements of Pathways, right? And you'll get to find out more of this when you choose your path and go on to do the projects. Okay, so yes, I chose my path because I want to continue to benefit from Toastmasters. Now, enough with my story a little bit, all right? It's really a run through. Now, let me walk you through to choosing your path. How do you choose your path in Pathways? Okay, so you need to do this online. So what you need to do here is to go to toastmasters.org, our website, the Toastmasters International website, log in, okay? And then you'll be welcomed by this. Now, what you need to do is to go to the Pathways tab. Pathways, Just click on that or roll over your mouse there, and then you'll see the screen. Pathways, learn more, start page, FAQ, and then choose a path. So that's what you need to click on because you need to choose your path. So click that. Now, when you click that, you will be shown this. So it reads, choose a path, select your preferences. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes we think that it's overwhelming. Yes, it could be. That's valid. But also, when we take it step by step, it could be easy, right? We just need to follow through. We just need to read every instruction that is given every time you click something. So in this case, choose a path, select your preferences, and then select your path language, right? So in my case, English. So it says there, at this time, accessible materials for use with assistive technology are only available in English. Now, how would you like to access your materials? You have two options. It's either digital or printed. Now, here's the thing. You will also be able to look at the different differences, the disadvantage or advantage as you go on and do this in the website. Now look, when you select digital resources, you will be able to obtain digital resources online via Basecamp. It says there, right? If you choose printed materials, you will acquire printed materials in the mail. It will be mailed to you, although it is a challenge during this pandemic while I do this recording. And another disadvantage, I'd say, is the additional cost of 25 US dollars, right? So in my case, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay extra. I want to select digital. But why? Why? What else? What other reasons? What you can do is to click in this, it's like a plus sign. So it gives you more information. If you click that, then you'll read this, okay? Who should select digital resources? Select this option if you would primarily like to work online using interactive digital resources. By selecting this option, you will have access to videos, interactive activities, and quizzes, a variety of elective projects, and printable versions of every project. Basecamp is where you'll access all of your education materials from your computer, laptop, or tablet, right? So it gives you the features and the benefits somehow, okay? You can deduce the benefits. And still, you find out that you can print, okay? You can print every project, which is like the same as getting the selected materials or the printed materials rather, without the extra cost. Of course, with the printing, it's you will incur a little bit of extra, but at least at the printing cost that you would choose. Now, who should select printed materials? You can just read there again. So it's there. The information is there. So let me read it. Select this option if you would like to use printed materials instead of working online. By selecting this option, you'll receive printed materials in the mail, standard shipping included in a $25 materials fee, and will not have access to digital materials. So here's a disadvantage. You will not access digital one. Your materials will be sent in 3 sets, timed to match your learning journey. Please note that there are currently 5 printed paths available in English and 2 printed paths available in translated languages. So again, you're at a disadvantageous position when you choose this. So I suggest you select digital resources. Now, further on to know about the differences of both of the two options, here we go. The number of path options currently available: for digital, 11, print, 5, access online, only for digital, none for print. Path assessment, online, only for digital, none for print. Paths available in translated languages, digital up to 11, print up to 2. Additional path, first path is free, okay? And then for your second path, the digital, it's $20. Again, at the time of this recording, Toastmasters has given all members an extra free path. And I'm recording this on March 26, 2021. And the free path, as announced, will be until March 31 of 2021. Okay, so you better get it now. Okay, better get it now. Uh, Printed material fee per path. Okay, for the print, $25. Digital, none. What else? Educational videos. You can have that on the digital resources. Also interactive quizzes and activities, none for print. You will have access to PDF versions. For the print, you will only have for the evaluations, yeah, and the select resources only. You can upload for both digital and print. You can upload and store fillable evaluations. You have the ability to earn or give digital feedback badges. And of course, you still have your club. And I believe, I hope, I pray that your club is fun, is supportive, and you have that fun and supportive club experience, right? Of course, there will be changes along the way later on. There will be improvements. But at the time of the making of this material, these are the features available. Now, again, what I did is to choose digital. And I will continue to do digital, at least for these options. So just click that blue, or you click select digital resources, and you will see that check mark, and it will be highlighted with the blue. And then when you click that, you'll be led to this. How would you like to select your learning path? This will be the next window. You have two options again. It's either you view all path options, read the details, and then choose depending on the details that you've read. Or you can get the help of the online assessment to help you select. Because at the end of the online assessment, you'll be given 2 or 3 recommended paths. But again, that's not final. Again, you can still choose. You can choose what they will recommend, or you can still choose the others that are not recommended. But it's like disregarding the online assessment. But hey, I did that in my first path. Okay, in my first path, I think I thought I wasn't able to give, or I didn't answer the assessment well or supposed to be. That's why I did not give really my preferred path. So I had to choose the other path, which is persuasive influence, which is not part of the recommended path, at least based on my first online assessment. But in the demo that I'm doing now, when I did the assessment once again, it led me to a path that I purchased eventually because I like it. And I think it suits the goals, the current goals that I have. Okay. So to walk you through, continue to walk you through this, let's click, okay? You click view path options, okay? Assuming you'll take this route, view all path options. So click that one. And again, it will be highlighted with a blue color and with a check mark, view path options, and then click continue. And you will be shown the 11 paths. So you will have your presentation mastery, innovative planning, leadership development, motivational strategies, persuasive influence, strategic relationships. What else? Team collaboration, visionary communication, dynamic leadership, effective coaching, engaging humor. Now, don't just ignore these notes at the bottom, okay? Because in my case, I cannot purchase this because I already purchased this, okay? And there's another one there. Where is that? The persuasive influence should be there. Okay. Now, if you want to know more about the the details of the path, just click that plus sign. Learn more about this path. Okay, so just click that. Again, if you read it, you're being guided through it because it says there, learn more about team collaboration. So click that. Okay, so for example, let's check the other details or the details of engaging humor path. So select that, and it says there, the engaging humor path is designed to help you build your skills as a humorous and engaging public speaker. The projects on this path focus on understanding your sense of humor and how that sense of humor translates to engaging audience members. The projects contribute to developing an understanding of how to effectively use humor in a speech, including challenging situations and impromptu speeches. This path culminates in an extended humorous speech that will allow you to apply what you learn, right? And then you can go on and click view all projects in this path. But maybe you don't want to do that now. Maybe you want to read the other details of the other paths. So you can do that. Again, just click that plus sign. All right. So that is for the first option of selecting your path when you want to just review all the path options. Okay. Now, what we suggest, especially for new members and still even for seasoned members, uh, is to take an online assessment. So just click that, take assessment. Again, it will be highlighted with that check mark and then click continue. And you will be led to this Toastmasters Pathways Learning Experience Pathways Assessment. Now, again, you can select your language. In this case, it's English. And then click start. Again, you don't want to skip assessment because in the first place, you chose this, right? So what is the Pathways Assessment? It contains of 27 questions. This is for pathways to recommend paths according to where you are because of your response to the questions and where you want to go. It will help you decide. And somehow, in my case, it helps me to know myself better. So it could be in your case as well. Now, because this is a walkthrough, let me walk you through all the 27 questions of the assessment. Now, here's the thing. Why am I doing this? To show you that it's easy. It could be easy. Just follow along you just click through it. Next question, just like that. So here's the first question. Select 3 topics you're interested in learning about from the list below. Now for me, I chose motivating others, coaching, and leadership. Now here's the thing. This is my third assessment already. This is my third the third path that I'll be choosing, at least as of this time. And before, during my first assessment, what I chose was public speaking, I think speech writing and interpersonal communication. I think, right? But again, so it will vary as you go on to in your journey, right? So again, just click next. Now, I just want to say this, that if you select 4 when it is saying select 3, you will not go through. Again, you cannot click next. If you compare earlier, it's highlighted. You can click next, but in this case, with the 4 ticked topics, you cannot click next. So again, just untick that and then go on and click next. Which of the following topics is most related to the personal and professional goals that brought you to Toastmasters? In my case, for me, at this time, coaching. Next, learning about blank will help me significantly in my personal and or professional life. The options: coaching, leadership, motivating others. For me, coaching in my case at this moment. Next, while giving a speech, I get so nervous I forget facts I really know. I disagree because somehow I've grown in this process. Next, I use a wide range of behaviors, including self disclosure and wit, to adapt to others. I'm unsure. Okay. Next, I am generally cautious about accepting new ideas. I seem to agree. Okay. Next, I seek out new ways to do things. I agree. Next, I am flexible enough to adapt to others' communication styles. I think I do. So I agree. Next, I prefer to be a team member rather than a team leader. I think I disagree. Next, I show my understanding of others by reflecting their feelings back to them. I think so. So I agree. Next, I seek out leadership opportunities. I strongly agree. Next, I show my involvement in conversation both non-verbally and verbally. I think so. I agree. Next, I feel relaxed while giving a speech. Unsure, because uh, for me, relax could be interpreted in different ways. Uh, so just a bit unsure for this question. While speaking, I am aware of how others are reacting to what I say. I am aware. I agree. I think so. Next, working in a team is a good opportunity for me to understand myself better. Strongly agree. Yep. Next, I often initiate conversation with people I don't know well. Unsure. In conversation, I talk about things which are of interest to both myself and the other person. I think so. I agree. And now we're 61% complete. Next, I am not sure what to do with my hands while giving a speech. I disagree because with Toastmasters, since 2010, I've been learning about nonverbal communication, about gestures. So I disagree. Once I set an interpersonal communication goal for myself, I know the steps to take to achieve it. A bit unsure because it doesn't come like automatically. I need to work on it. So somehow unsure for this question. I adapt my communication behavior to meet others' expectations. I agree. I am reluctant to adopt new ways of doing things until I see them working for people around me. I disagree. I know how to respond because I am perceptive and attentive to others' behaviors. I think so. I hope. I agree. Ordinarily, I'm very calm and relaxed in conversations. Okay. Ordinarily, it says there, I agree. Unless it's a tough situation, then I would answer disagree. Okay. Next, I make eye contact with my audience while presenting a speech. Yes, I do. I learned that in Toastmasters. I like to get involved in group discussions. I agree. Before, I didn't like, but with Toastmasters, I learned to like it. Engaging in a group discussion with new people makes me nervous. I disagree. Again, before I was so nervous, I it would be difficult for me. But thanks to Toastmasters, I've learned. I've learned. I became better. And this is the last question. This is the last question. Just click next, and you'll be 100% complete. And you will be shown, based on your responses to the assessment, recommended paths. In my case, I got these recommended paths. First is effective coaching. Second is motivational strategies. Now, you can read there what is it about. Effective coaching is positive coaching and building consensus, coach and work with a team. If you want to learn more about the effective coaching path, just click that plus sign. And there you go. It says there, this path helps you build your skills as a positive communicator, leader, and coach. You will work through projects that focus on understanding and building consensus, contributing to the development of others by coaching and establishing strong public speaking skills. Each project emphasizes the importance of effective interpersonal communication. the effective coaching path culminates in a high performance leadership project of your design, right? In the same way, you can read what motivation strategies is about. Now, let's go on to view all the projects in this path in effective coaching. Okay. And then you will get to see this. Oh, so there are 5 levels. By the way, all paths have 5 levels. Now, the first 2 levels, at least in my experience, are the same in across paths. So mastering fundamentals, icebreaker, evaluation, feedback, researching, presenting. Level 2 is learning your style, understanding your leadership style, understanding your communication style, and introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. Now, when you finish those levels, you go on to level 3, increasing your knowledge. This is where the paths vary. Reaching consensus. I haven't encountered this in the other paths, right? So you have this one, and then for levels 3, 4, 5, you have elective projects. Okay, so there are several options you can choose from. We can click this later on, but let's read first what's level 4: building skills, improvement through positive coaching, and level 5, demonstrating expertise with your high performance leadership and reflect on your path. All paths have this reflect on your path. Okay. Now let's try to know the elective projects for level 3, 4, 5. So just click that and then you'll see this. So it says there, choose 2 of the following. So there are several options, just 2. But when you do this, you can choose all of them and do them if you want to, but that may overwhelm you. You can just have the minimum 2. In my case, in my first path, I think I went more than the minimum. So you can do that as well. So you have elective projects for level 4 as well and level 5, right? Now, again, I'm just showing this for you to know that, hey, so these are the different levels. And in 3, 4, and 5, there are elective projects and there are different projects to choose from. Okay. Now, from that, you just have to click back in your browser. Okay. So there you're using Google Chrome, click back, or Safari, show previous page. And then you'll be led back to the previous 2 options that you're presented with. So in my case, I think I want to select effective coaching. So just select that, okay? Click select effective coaching, and then that will be highlighted with a check mark. And then you click continue, right? And then you will be led to the shopping cart. So you have the consent already by giving that, by clicking on that. And then, so this window shows your order summary. Okay, how much? $20 for each path. Again, no charge for your first path, and with the extra free path that still is up for grabs until March 31, 2021. Unless it will be extended. I don't know. But hey, you get it. If you haven't chosen your path yet, go choose your path. If you haven't availed of the extra path, even if you have 2 already, get that extra path, that free path. It's free, right? And you can go through it later. And then click next. Okay, just make sure that your address is good, especially, or your address is correct, especially if you opted for printed. But again, I suggest digital, right? And then go on to have your payment method. Okay, put on your credit card details, expiration date, the security code, and then click next. And then you are now ready to place your order. Okay, when you click place your order, this is the last button. Okay, so make sure you check everything before this. Now, it's my suggestion to Toastmasters is to, after this place order, there will still be a confirmation, supposedly, right? Supposedly, okay, confirm. order. Okay, place and then confirm. But in this case, when at the time when I did this tutorial, this walkthrough, this is the last button. So place your order, and that will charge to your credit card already. And then now you have it. You have the order reference. Confirmation email will be sent to the email address that you used uh, with Toastmasters. And then, so there you go. And now you're ready to explore your base camp. And yes, congratulations, because you have chosen your path already. Yay! Amazing. Now, if you click explore base camp, you'll be led to this notification. It says there, okay, this is important. This is important. Please disable your pop-up blocker, right? Because in Basecamp, there will be pop-ups, okay? And it's safe. So you want to allow that in your browser, whether you're using Safari or I think when I created this tutorial, I used Google Chrome, okay? So it says there, let's read it. You have logged into Basecamp. Pathways, projects, and resources open in pop-up windows. To ensure you're able to experience your education, please disable your pop-up blocker for the following website. Okay, you can choose just for this website, right? So you still have the safety. Use the following link to change your browser settings. Okay, so you can just click that. And once your pop-up blocker is disabled, please refresh this page. So again, just follow through the the instructions being shown per page, right? Now, if you still are having some difficulty disabling your pop-up blocker, you can just call your IT guy or somebody younger who's more familiar with computers, and they will help you do it. All right. So there you go. And once that's ready, you will be led to the base camp. Welcome to the base camp. And you'll see this window: paths, learning, education transcripts. You have their speech evaluations, tutorials. So there are also other tutorials there and resources. And then you'll be shown the paths that you have. In my case, I have these active paths: dynamic leadership, pathways, mentor program. So you can open curriculum, just click that, right? And then you will be able to see the different paths, the projects under the path that you have selected. And of course, exploring that, the what's inside will be another video, another tutorial. But again, hey, congratulations, because you have chosen your path now. Or rather, you're ready. You're ready. Now, before I close this video, as promised, we are going to talk about, or let me give you a sneak peek of the navigator and frequently asked questions. If you're a new member or first time to access Pathways, I strongly suggest you check the navigator. What's the navigator? It helps you navigate. As simple as that. It helps you navigate the base camp, right? It helps you navigate Toastmasters. So how will you access that? Just go to the homepage of toastmasters.org. Okay. So this is outside the base camp. Okay. Outside the base camp. You just go out of that, go back to toastmasters.org. You're logged in there, right? So you have just click Pathways again, and then somewhere towards the end, you will see the navigator. So click that, and then you will be led to this page, Toastmasters Navigator. So it says there, the navigator is filled with essential information about Toastmasters' journey. Use it to help you begin your journey and support your progress, whether you're just embarking in your journey or are a seasoned Toastmaster. The navigator can answer your questions and guide you along the way. It says what it is. So you can just click this one, welcome to Toastmasters. You have some short things to read there, and there's a welcome video. Okay, just click that, and then click this one also, your Toastmasters Club, and you get more information about it. Okay, speeches and evaluations, click that. Pathways learning experience, or expand your journey. Okay, you just have to click that. Or here's another option for your navigator. You can go to the right side and see that there's a navigator PDF. You can have that as well. You can click that and you'll be asked to choose the language. In this case, English. Then you'll be given this, the navigator. What's the content? There you go. Welcome, explore the basics, the Toastmasters Pathways learning experience, how it works. Okay. This will be very helpful to you. The Toastmasters, yeah, I said it already. How it works before you start your journey, right? So it guides you. And by the way, if you still need some help, uh, add on of the walkthrough that we did in this video, this navigator can help you, right? Order your path. I think there are some things to help you there. Okay. So what else is here? The Toastmasters evaluation, recognizing your achievements, enrich your experience. And there are frequently asked questions also in the navigator. And I got those frequently asked questions from the navigator, and I'll be showing it to you today in this video. Number one, what if I don't like my path? It says there, you can exchange your path within 90 days of receiving it. Keyword, 90 days. Yes, you can exchange. If you're using Basecamp, your new path will replace your current path at no cost. No cost. If you're using printed materials, you must mail your current path to Toastmasters. To receive your new path, you are responsible for shipping costs to and from world headquarters. You cannot exchange your path after this 90-day period. If you want to switch paths after 90 days, you must purchase a new path. Clear? Clear. Next question. Do I need to log in to Basecamp if I use printed materials? You need to log in to Basecamp if you want to view your path completion badge and print certificates you receive after completing each level. While you cannot see the online versions of your projects by logging in to Basecamp, you can download the evaluation resource and PDF versions of select project resources. You can also leave feedback for members of your club. So it did not answer, well, it answered the question, but the short answer for this is no. You don't need if you choose printed materials. But yes, you need to log in to access some of these, as mentioned. Third question, I want to switch from printed materials to Basecamp. What do I do? Okay, you're able to switch from printed materials to Basecamp or Basecamp to printed materials within 90 days. Okay, if you switch from printed materials to Basecamp, you must send printed materials to world headquarters. You are responsible for shipping costs. Again, you will not be refunded the additional fee you paid when you purchased the printed materials for your current path. Your path will be made available on Basecamp. All right, so no refund for the printed materials that you purchased. How long do I have to complete my path? Remember, Toastmasters Pathways is a self-paced program. You're not required to complete your path in a specific amount of time. Move at your own pace to achieve your communication and leadership goals. Your path never expires. Can I get a refund on my path purchase? No refunds are permitted. However, you may exchange a path within 90 days. As mentioned again, I'm working on a path in one language but would like to switch to a different language. What do I do? You can exchange your path within 90 days. If you're using Basecamp, same as mentioned earlier. Okay, so it's like just switching. If you want to switch path or switch language, it's the same with switching path, right? At least as mentioned in this FAQ page of the navigator. You might be wondering this old Toastmasters logo in the last page of the navigator and every other pathways material, I guess. And it's the same question that I had before. Why are you choosing the old Toastmaster logo? And then I found out that they use the logo because this is the registered trademark of Toastmasters. So there you go. In this video, we had a run through of why I chose my path, walkthrough of how to choose your path. I hope that's helpful, a sneak peek of the navigator and FAQs. So my call to you is this, that we maximize our Toastmasters membership. Let us maximize, let us continue to benefit from this program. After all, you're here already. So choose your path and start your speech projects.